Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Caffeinated or Die with Matt, Zach, and Tay-Tay. How's it going, everyone?
It's Taylor, goddammit.
Oh, sorry, Taylor. Matt.
Every time you call me that, I think my fucking ex is saying my name.
Shut up, Tay-Tay.
Well,
we all know the truth.
It is goddamn.
We all know the truth.
It is episode fucking 37. I've been doing this for 37 weeks. Oh God, what have I done with my life? Let's say good morning.
Take a couple weeks.
Let's say good morning to a few people, shall we? Yaknameno is here. Draconeth, Bumfluff EDM. Welcome. It's the first time I've seen you in chat. Vlad is here. God, Vlad is here. I have some certain things to say about Vlad. Wren is here. Good morning. Ray Stone, Jake Pearson. Kaduntress is here. Sarah's here. Mitzi's here. Wow, we got a full group this morning, guys. I'm actually a little impressed.
I guess we can't disappoint this morning.
And Mimir is here.
Oh no, we can totally disappoint.
Yeah, we can
It's
disappoint.
like, people, strap on your cod pieces.
Because we're coming in hard. We're coming in hot. We're coming in with energy, vivacity. Just lean in close to the screen and receive the cod piece. We're starting the cod piece broadcast right now. We already have it set up. Matt's going to push the button, and you're going to take all of our cod piece directly to your face. If you open your mouth, you'll get it improperly.
Yeah, you don't want an improper cod piece.
You don't. You want that to be as correct as possible. Don't bite down either. That's a bad way to handle it.
Yeah, biting down is bad. It's going to be painful for you, and we don't want painful.
Yeah, we have streams on this channel that demonstrate how painful.
I mean, yeah, but all right, let me move things around here.
And Vlad says, hashtag Vlad did nothing wrong.
I'm not saying that you did anything wrong, Vlad. I was very, very impressed with your debating prowess in your Discord server late last night, and I wanted to give you props. It's the one and only time that anything has to do with this channel that will give Vlad props. So take it for what you will. And I don't know why, but the chat box is not working on the stream. So take that for what you will.
Did you re-upload it?
I did. I just re-uploaded it now. It's not working. Which was weird. Yesterday it didn't work either. And then the ticker wasn't working and shit like that. So I think something may have happened with the update.
Yeah, you know what? You know that faint feeling you get, especially, when you get that shiver down your spine, you feel like somebody's talking about you. I had that feeling repeatedly yesterday for some strange reason. I don't know why.
'Cause you couldn't fix Antoine's shit.
I wasn't there to fix Antoine's
exactly,
shit.
That's why you got
Because nobody let me know about there was shit to need to be done. There was important information that was not relayed to me. I feel like I was denied critically need to know information.
Oh, well,
look, man,
there's all the chat. Jesus Christ.
I've watched Burt Gummer. I'm a fan of Burt Gummer. You, Tay-Tay, are no Burt Gummer.
What does Burt Gummer have to do with it?
He just quoted Burt Gummer. I feel I was denied.
Well, no.
Critical need to know information.
Time out.
Well,
Antoine,
you just made Ray's morning.
Do we need to call you Ishtar, Matt?
What?
You're supposed to be the movie buff here.
You didn't quote him directly, moron.
I quoted him nonetheless.
That you didn't even know you quoted.
I did know I quoted.
No, you say that now, but you did not know that you quoted him. Don't lie. Don't lie to the chat, Sparky. Don't lie to the 15 people that were here before the stream even started, before the show even started. Do not lie to the people that are in this chat. We understand that you just said something because you thought it sounded cool, and it just happened to be our very own Zach, the man who loves Tremors, who will go to death for Tremors, who will die on that hill for the fucking Tremors. Do not say that you quoted something that you had no idea about.
He's actually.
Then how would I know about it?
I would do that.
Say.
Then how would I know about it?
I would die on that hill. Mexican graboids.
Grim, don't worry. This is a call-in show. We will open up those phone lines at the end half of the show. So if you want to hold on and you want to have that question for Sparktopus, you can. But unfortunately, Sparky is out at the moment. We do have Tay-Tay with us, so you may be able to. You may have to ask him that.
I'm just gonna refer him to Kadun. I know Sparky would want that.
So I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. So you would actually go to bat for Tremors?
Yeah, like, it's a fantastic goddamn film.
Even
series,
the last
with
one,
the exception of Tremors 5.
Have you seen 6?
Not in its entirety, but after seeing Tremors 5, my expectations were significantly lowered, and therefore it wasn't bad.
I mean, okay, that makes sense. Like, it was bad. I watched the whole thing.
Well, look, Tremors 1 is bad.
Tremors 1 is amazingly bad.
No,
that's the difference.
Well, yeah, it is a god-awful film that is so bad it's good. Reba McEntire's in that movie. Kevin Bacon's in that movie. Michael Gross is in all of the movies. But I mean, Tremors 1 through 4 were just laughably, hilariously bad. Tremors 5, I'm almost close. I'm very close to disavowing Tremors 5. I'm not even going to lie. Tremors 5 is the one movie that I've ever watched where I was literally hoping everyone got eaten. Where I was like, let this be the movie where they finally get Burt Gummer. Like let it die here, because this is a moment where they've jumped the shark on just how bad it can get.
No, it got worse.
Well, yeah, but again, for 6,
Well,
my expectations were then tempered.
Well, they didn't make the show.
Yeah, I was just gonna bring up what Vlad said in the chat, which was they were supposed to have a television show that was going to have Val Kilmer in it again.
It was going to have...
Or not Val Kilmer, it was going to have Kevin Bacon in it again. It was going to have Val.
They did. It was going to be on Netflix. Netflix canceled it. I think a couple other places canceled it too, because it was going to be on Sci-Fi for a bit, and they canceled it. I'm actually okay with that. I've seen a number of concept stills, and I don't like the redesign they did for the graboids.
Actually, there was a show.
Yes, there was, Sparky. We know. There was a one-season show on Sci-Fi. It was less about the graboids and more about Mixmaster, which was a chemical compound created by a government lab somewhere in the area that had leaked out of the government lab and was creating multiple monstrosities throughout the valley.
Yep.
Which I thought was really cool. I actually loved the show. I have it on DVD.
I'm kind of surprised they got Christopher Lloyd to play the scientist behind that one, but you know what? It was a good match.
But fantastic for that.
But Tremors 6 was special in the way that it was just, well, they brought back Jamie Kennedy,
which makes me really upset.
Yeah.
I was out of all the casting decisions you could have made throughout the entirety of the Tremors series, we'll just call it that. I mean, and I'm including the Sci-Fi series as well. I think Jamie Kennedy was probably the worst casting call they ever could have made. Especially when you have to compare him to guys like, Kevin Bacon's character in the first one. Even Grady in the second one was a lot better than Jamie Kennedy. He was made to be a comedy relief kind of character.
Yeah.
And then you throw up Jack from the third, Desert Jack's Graboid Adventure Tours. Stick with Jack, you'll make it back. And then in the fourth one, you know, obviously that was back in time, so you didn't have Burt Gummer as he was properly, but you still had that Mexican dude who was a badass and was able to do some shit here and there. And then all of a sudden you have the fifth one, and Jamie Kennedy's your guy with his receding hairline and his, you know, wannabe biker self. Oh god, it was fucking awful.
Yeah,
but the fifth one is also the one I absolutely hate the most, and I'm not quite on the same level with the 5th one as I am on, like, the Crystal Skull or
We don't talk about that movie.
any of the Star Wars movies
Oof.
that have recently come out, where I'm like, no, they never actually, or like The Mummy 3, Tomb of the Faggot Emperor or something. I mean, those movies never happened. So Tremors 5 did happen.
Tremors 6, I thought it was interesting they tried to bring back events that happened in Tremors 3, which I think was a stretch on that part, but, okay.
See, now I have but Tremors 6, okay, do you really, really hate the Jamie Kennedy character?
No, I do. I could not stand it.
Guess what?
No, he's 6.
Guess what? It is, what? How far into Tremors 6 did you get?
I only got to watch a little bit of it, like maybe the first 20 minutes, because I had things to do that day.
Do you care about spoilers?
No, it's fine. I'm going to watch it regardless.
Jamie Kennedy ends up being Burt Gummer's son.
Yeah, I knew that already. They said it in the end of 5.
Yeah.
No, it was implied. It was implied, wasn't it?
No,
it was flat out said.
Oh, well, then they reiterated it because apparently the writers and the director and the producers of Tremors 6 completely forgot about that.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. That's that good continuity right there.
Yeah, so... I kind of blocked Tremors 5 out of my mind, just like I'm trying to block Tremors 6. It's bad. It's bad. So, in Tremors 5, Burt Gummer gets swallowed, right?
Yes, he does.
No,
not Tremors 5, that was Tremors 3.
Tremors 3, yeah, he gets swallowed.
Tremors 3, he gets swallowed, yeah.
Well, they decided to bring that back in the form of Burt Gummer having a specific sickness that could possibly kill him because of being inside the graboid.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah, but they pull this thing...
I mean,
what
sort of crazed prehistoric things are living inside graboids that we don't know about.
No, I understand that part. What I don't like is that they suddenly, they miracled out a fucking thing. They could have had him go out as, not a martyr, but out like he's supposed to. He passes out, taking down a graboid because of this sickness, and then they miracle cure him. They, they Deus Ex Machina a cure so he can survive.
They pulled it out of their ass, is what they did.
There's nothing wrong with pulling things out of your ass.
It's, well, I mean, Tay-Tay does take it out every once in a while, but it's usually up there pretty far.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I have to bring up some sound clips for you?
You bring up sound clips, I kick you out.
That's fine.
Wait, that's all it takes to go away? Alright, where's my sound pad? That's all it takes?
Alright, so... Do we...
I'm not even looking at the chat. Should I be looking at the chat?
No, they're... Vlad is being stupid. He says
I guess
Crystal...
I should look at the chat.
Yeah, he says Crystal Skull was the best film ever. I know he's not meaning that. So, is there anything you guys... I mean, how was your guys' week? Like, did you guys have interesting weeks? What?
You guys gave me a headache yesterday.
We gave you a headache. Look, just because you downloaded...
I shouldn't say you guys. I gotta say one of your guests gave me a headache yesterday.
I didn't have any guests yesterday.
Well, one of the guests wanted to give me a headache, like a terminal headache.
Yeah. So,
with lead.
I don't know. I don't.
Anton and Zach.
Well.
Not you,
Matt. God damn it, Tay-Tay. God damn it. Just. We're trying to do the separation thing, and you just ruin it. Yes, there was a very special, quote unquote, special Army of Snarkness yesterday. That was a combination of Army of Snarkness and the Afterburn.
It was special.
That
literally.
Yeah, I think they got that. I think they got that part. Why do you do this? Every single time, you take it out back, and you just put two on the back of the head of the joke. Look, Fermion cannot keep burying your bad choices.
You want to say that again?
Yeah, Fermion can't keep burying your bad choices. He has run out of space in the great Canadian wilderness in his backyard, which is massive, to bury all of the jokes that you have slain.
Burn them. Let's fill out the atmosphere with CO2 and carbon dioxide.
I'll fill your atmosphere with CO2, carbon dioxide.
No, I don't think Jesus has that kind of power, lad.
So, I mean, aside from yesterday, and the Spurgfest that it was. Good morning, Spectre. Spectre came in at apparently the wrong time, or the right time, depending on your temperament. Is there anything other than yesterday that's happened to you guys this week? I mean,
Wait, so we're not going to talk about yesterday?
We can talk about yesterday.
I mean, like, you're sidestepping it here, buddy.
Well, I just, I mean...
I'm wondering why you're sidestepping right
because
now.
Because Antoine and Zach from the after... Antoine and Antihero Broadcast curb stomped a retard. And I don't want to put that out there too much. Like,
but it was a glorious curb stomp. I mean, really. He asked for every bit of it.
Yes. Okay. All right. We'll talk about it. It's yeah. He asked for every bit of it. He put him. And on top of that, what's the saying? Don't go into a battle of wits with someone unarmed.
No, I thought the saying was, "Don't step up to a man if you're not a man."
Well, no, that's from Chief Rolling Wheels. No,
that is his hero.
Ancient Native American wisdom says that if you are a man in a wheelchair, then you must roll up to another man.
Well, we don't know, Donga. We don't know if
that is Chief Donga to you.
Look, Chief Rolling Wheels.
You should respect my Native American ways and my heritage.
Look, do you want the firewater or not?
Well, I find your tone disrespectful. Yes, I do want the firewater.
Okay, so...
Hand over the whiskey, you white colonizer.
And here's some blankets for your trouble as well.
Thank you. I feel itchy now.
Spread it among your people. Yes. Spread it amongst your people.
Why are my people dying?
Well, I mean, you're being colonized.
My God. Why is there colonization in my butt?
Oh, I wish... No. Okay, so Zeo Gold says Jacob is a Christy Winters clone. Jacob... No. Has anyone seen the movie Multiplicity? I'm the only one who's seen the movie Multiplicity. Alright, so Multiplicity is a Michael Keaton movie that where he clones himself 4 times. And the 4th one
That's why no one's ever seen that movie. It was Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton is fucking funny. Deal with it.
We saw what he did to Batman.
Which was amazing.
No.
Yes!
We saw what he did to Batman, and no one has forgiven him since.
No, that's Val Kilmer.
No.
Val Kilmer gave Batman a lisp.
But there's been no good Batmans, okay? Like, the only reason to watch the Dark Knight stuff was for Heath Ledger's Joker. And that was a great performance that killed him.
Yeah, well, he got into that, deep into that character.
Got into that role and couldn't get the hell out.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at pictures of Michael Keaton as Batman right now, and it is awful. It is just awful.
It was Tim Burton. It was a different time. There wasn't a bunch of
know,
CGI. It was a good...
There's still nothing acceptable about it.
It was a good movie.
There is one saving grace for this.
Don't tell me it's Batman nipples.
No, that's the point. This doesn't have bat nipples. That would be the George Clooney version, which has the bat nipples.
Yeah, well, and Val Kilmer's version had bat nipples.
Oh my God, it's got nipples.
The George Clooney version gave so the Val Kilmer version gave us bat butt, bat nipples, and robin butt and robin nipples. The George Clooney version gave us all that, plus Batgirl butt and Batgirl nipples.
Well, I mean, we can all accept that, though, right?
But Batgirl was Alicia Silverstone.
We can still accept that, though, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't actual showing the nipples.
I know, but it's Batgirl's butt. I mean, look, I'm okay with nearly any ass clad in coat and leather that's attached to a female.
I'll give you that one.
I'm occasionally okay with them when they're attached to a man.
And I will agree with Vlad again. God damn it, Vlad. Stop it. Just stop, Vlad. Stop. George Clooney's Batman made me want to kill myself. It's one of the only movies that I actually walked out of.
I do want to repeat what Thorn Midnight has said. She says, no, bat butt.
Yes.
Which I think is important for us all to know.
It is important.
Jake Pearson would like to say Jacob Dickweedus Maximus Navo. That's probably closer to the truth than we all know. There's probably some sort of infection there that probably, is just a part of him now.
I've actually got a serious question to Panea Chan, Dragonoff, Rogue, and all of his other co-hosts.
Draconeth?
What? Oh, Dragon, yeah. Why have they not, how did they...
Spit it out, Tay-Tay!
How did they put up with him? I'm being serious.
I think, what's his face? TC Rogue.
Yeah.
He actually explained that yesterday. He said it was because they thought he was going to be a good lolcow. And they needed somebody, like every show, and also every show needs somebody who can spurg out over stuff, who at the drop of a hat can fly off into a rage, because that gets views. I mean, why do you think for so long Zell was somebody people wanted on their streams? Oof. It was because Zell brought in views because he was a little rage monkey.
He was.
Everybody loved it because as long as he had a direction, it was only when he was without direction, because everything over on the Snatchcast and what started to fall apart, that he started turning into the monster he is now. Because he had no direction anymore. All the people that had been big targets had fallen. So he had to look for new stuff, which unfortunately meant everyone around him. That's not really the point. The point, though, is that everyone needs somebody who can go ragey about shit. This is why, I know that if I need to do something, I can be like, hey, Sparky, anime's shit. And Toradora is the worst romantic anime of all time.
Okay.
And Goku is the worst superhero of all time, and Superman can beat him.
Actually, I'll agree with you on that one.
You are a fucking liar, Sparky. Wait, maybe I'm the Spurg. No,
I was gonna say you.
Wait. Spectre brings up something, because as far as I knew, Zell was no longer in social media. Spectre says, shitting on Zell because I seriously don't know if the guy is trying to be nice to me and friendly again. Have you been in contact with Zellium? Do we know if he is back? Is Zellium back? I mean, it would.
I'm on Top Chat. No wonder I can't see half the things that are being said.
Recently, Spectre? Like, how recently?
Hold up. Is that even like a thing?
What?
I don't know.
I have no problem. People want to be friends with Zell.
Yeah,
He's not somebody that I feel a need to be friends with.
Yeah.
If Spectre wants to talk to him and be cool with him, then by all means, we talk to him and be cool with him. I'm not going to say left or right. I don't like the guy very much, and I'll be honest about that. But my opinion should not change your opinion. Thorn Midnight, you and I will have to talk about this later. I thought we were friends, but when you say that Goku is pretty garbage, I don't know. I don't know if we can still have our friendly talks like we used to.
Well,
That reveals a side of you I didn't know about, Thorn.
I kind of have to agree with her. Goku is pretty garbage because Vegeta is better.
Spug.
Vegeta's cool and all,
you know you are.
Look, that's okay if you want to say it like that, but if you're gonna try and tell me that like Superman's better than Goku or something, we're gonna have a problem.
I don't care about that fight. Legit.
All right.
I really don't care about that argument.
All right, you almost got muted. You were this close. I was hovering. I was just gonna mute you as soon as you started being like, no, Superman can win. I was gonna be like, oh, all right, we got something for your ass.
See,
I got something for that.
Thorn also said Superman is trash.
Yeah. Superman is trash.
Oh, Dragonoff, we do a call-in show, because if you got something on your chest, you gotta get off. I mean, you can call in and get it off your chest, man. So
Andrew Vlad says it's interesting that I think is actually worth talking about for a brief moment. He says Dragon Ball is just simply garbage. The Dragon Ball Z franchise isn't that great. It's not. Looking at it objectively, it's really ham-handed in a lot of places. It just relies on the trope of everyone has to get stronger over and over and over again. There's a reason we're at Super Saiyan Blue God 3 or whatever the fuck it is with Ultra Instinct and Kaioken times 10. Yeah. You know, like it's consistently over and over the same thing. Even with Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, whatever. The characters, however, are incredibly lovable. And on top of that, you can use Dragon Ball Z as a template for almost any other kind of anime because it had so many different tropes and concepts within it.
One Punch Man.
I think it was fantastic in a lot. Plus, for a huge portion of people, especially like, you know, people who are in my age grouping, that was probably the first anime you saw.
It was not the first one. It wasn't the first one I saw, but it was definitely the second one I saw.
Oh yeah, no, it was right up there. It is 100%. So while it may not necessarily be a great anime, and Yu Yu Hakusho was better. No, Mask is totally fucking right. Yu Yu Hakusho was the shit.
Yep.
But Sector 6's Voltron and Ronin Warriors. I never watched Voltron, but fucking Ronin Warriors.
Ronin Warriors was a good one.
But for me, at least, Dragon Ball Z was the one I saw first, and it's always gonna have a great little spot in my heart, just because, you know, it was the first. It's like it's like the girl you lost your V card to, you know. You lose your V card, and she might have been, like in Sparky's case, she might have been an ugly nymphomaniacal meth head. But he's always gonna have a special place for her in his heart, always. Right, Sparky?
I can't deny it. The sex was great.
Yeah, you know, because it's your first, and it may have actually been awful, but it was your first time, so you're not gonna think about it. So maybe the first time I saw DBZ, it was just shit, absolute trash. But quite frankly, it was the very first one I saw. It opened up this entire world of cool cartoons with adult themes I just did not fucking know about. And by adult themes, I don't mean hentai. I just mean like violence and fighting and, you know, all that kind of stuff, which you just didn't see.
And death. Don't forget death.
Yeah. Adventure Time is a cartoon, not anime. I'm sorry.
Hellsing's fantastic, but it's much better in the abridged version.
Dark
Tournament arc was the shit.
And Hellsing Ultimate is better than the original Hellsing. So.
Mech anime is watchable, but the biggest problem with mech anime for me, Vlad, is Gundam. And I'll explain that before Sparky loses his mind on it.
I'm not, because there's some shows in Gundam that I can't agree with.
How about just mech anime is trash? That's all I have to say.
Well, I think you're full of shit, frankly. But
oh yeah, just like you say, yeah, you love Super Sentai shows, Matt. So
mech anime.
What's wrong with Sentai shows?
Mech anime is both amazing and awful. And it's often like so. And I like I said, my biggest problem with mech anime is the Gundam series. And the reason that I think it's the biggest problem is because Gundam is so goddamned prolific. Everybody knows about Gundam Wing or some variation on it. And unfortunately, Gundam is one of those shows that if you miss an episode, you've missed everything.
Yeah,
and you also
especially in Gundam Wing. That is very true in that one.
On top of that, what's the chronology?
It depends on what universe.
Take a guess.
Exactly. That's the point I'm making. It is so hard to get into a lot of different mech animes, especially ones that are designed to be heavy on the mech use, like Gundam is. It's a little easier to get into things like Big O, as that is, as far as I know, one series. But a lot of them, oh man, they're just tough.
Let me address something real quick. Especially people like G Gundam, we're actually talking about G Gundam this Tuesday on McKenna Tuesdays. So swing by if you want to listen.
So I have a question for you guys. So we've talked about anime, we've talked about movies, we've talked about cartoons. Now Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, we don't talk about GT. Dragon Ball Super, they got a game recently, right? And they got a new hit movie with Broly.
Yeah.
They're video games. Have you played them?
I have not. I would like to play the Xenoverse 2 that just came out because you can build your own character and everything.
Yeah.
But I just, like I said, if somebody wants to buy that for me, then I'll play it. But I don't have the money to be spending on a lot of things right now. Like all the new games I've gotten recently, Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, were because Ben C was cool enough and wanted to see a Let's Play enough that he sent money to go do so.
Nice.
That's the only reason I'm even able to play these half the time.
And yes, Broly's voice actor got me too. So the reason I bring that up is I came across something really interesting. And I think you guys would like it. I mean, it may be something.
While you're pulling it up, I wanted to address something that happened earlier this morning.
Okay.
Or possibly yesterday. I'm not sure the times.
They're all running together.
Yeah, no, it does all run together. So, as a direct result of some of the shit that happened yesterday, there's been some flack back and forth. There's been some people who have said that that me and Matt and everybody involved have just been awful fucking people, and that we've attacked somebody with no reason, with no need. And I'm going to address everyone who's saying that by addressing one person who is saying that, because the answer I gave this one individual will be answered enough for everyone. And I'm going to reference three different Discord posts that I pulled out of the Moonfest Destiny Discord. Yes, Lo-Fi, I'm pimping out your Discord again. If somebody would be kind enough to, maybe Lo-Fi will do it, put up a link in the somewhere maybe, I don't know, ask somebody to do it. Whatever, go check out the Moonfest Destiny Discord where you can talk about all kinds of things, but don't call Lo-Fi a Swede because then she gets mad and bans you. So this is all on Twitter. I recently tweeted this out, so you can go check it out on there if you want. I'll put the link for the first part of it right there in the chat so you guys can follow along if you so wish. You are correct, Thorn. We are awful people, and I'm totally okay with that. So the first thing is, I feel I should address some things to Thrax. A quote-unquote friend of yours said some things in Moonfest Destiny. Things I'm going to address here. I would have addressed your friend on Discord privately, but your friend disappeared from Discord. Convenient. So let's look at the first statement. The first statement is, and I'm sure there are no jokes made at his, being Jacob's, expense. No comments made about him, nothing. Just him out of the blue attacking everyone. Okay. Please fill me in on these jokes and everything going on. I'd love to hear it. Now, I don't think anybody really gave him a convenient response or a decent response. So I said, let's look at this first statement, the one I just read. I've got audio, video, Discord screen caps, and Discord DMs that show me in a shadow of a doubt that Rorschach did attack first. No one said shit to Navo until he started up putting us some sort of kind of hate list. It went from there. The next bit refers to this particular statement made by the same account, Bahamut's Vengeance, which claims not to be Thrax. Then don't bitch the Thrax, he goes after people. Leave him alone. If you don't like what he says, move along. To which I said, tell your friend he should probably follow his own advice. If he doesn't like something that other people are saying, then maybe he shouldn't pay attention. I'd tell your friend myself, but it seems to have noped out of the server before someone could really reply. The next bit that I would have responded to was, and as for Jacob, I highly doubt you did very much research for speaking and condemning anyone who decided to continue to be Tonka's fans. So have a good day. And just remember, there's always more than one side to every story. Maybe seek it out for making judgment calls. Lastly, Thrax, tell your friend that, again, I have numerous audio, video, and screen caps / DMs proving that I did every piece of research I needed before he, Jacob, went on the warpath. And of course, the bottom line is that Thrax needs to tell his friend that maybe he should do his research first. Maybe he should have some sort of base to those arguments on. Maybe, just maybe he should have a clue what you, your friend, are talking about. And that's the end of the statement. And that goes for all of you who might be saying, oh, what a terrible person you are for attacking some sort of, person who is clearly mentally handicapped. He wasn't mentally handicapped when he stepped up and threatened to kill people and wanted to attack people. He was only mentally handicapped once he'd lost. I think that's important to remember, guys.
Well, curb stomping does tend to do that.
Well, that's not the point I'm making.
No,
Should I provide audio clip?
No, actually, yeah, sure, go ahead, actually, if it's the one I think it is.
Yeah, so when you have somebody come in an argument, they say that they want to talk and they do this.
So why are you still talking?
Because I really want to fight where you live and shoot you.
Come on!
Because you have...
Really?
That's pretty much that was what happened. I was called all kinds of terrible things. So you can check my Twitter actually this morning. I talked all about it. I was called all kinds of terrible things, and when it came a chance for this guy to actually make some money and make me cry, he couldn't even get his metaphorical dick up.
Yeah, I mean,
no,
there was a couple of things.
Oh, I've got that one too.
Yeah, no, there we go. Go ahead and play that.
Yeah. How does it feel beating Kaduntress? How does it feel beating her?
He's here.
How does it feel beating her? How does it feel beating her?
She loves
What
it.
the hell?
How does it
She
feel
adores
raping
it.
her? How does it feel
She
raping her?
loves it.
Because I
Every
want-
second of it. She asks for it again. Do you think you can win?
No,
Dude, I trained under Zell. Zell was
Hey,
the first person
fuck
I had even
that.
drama with.
Fuck
I
that! Fuck that! Shut the fuck up!
Are you done spurging yet?
No, I'm.
He's not done spurging.
No, shh, shh, shh.
This is called
Go ahead,
yelling
it's
at
fine.
someone.
You know, after listening to these multiple times, I've got to say he is mentally special.
I just want to point out that every time I tell people, you know, I train under Zell, it wasn't so much like he was like, aha, yes, I will now train you as my pupil. What I mean is that he came after me relentlessly for quite a long while. And so like literally since then, I gotta thank Zell. I really do. I have to thank him because every single time he came after me like that, I didn't realize it was literally training me to be able to handle almost any other kind of moron on the internet. And so when this guy comes at me and says, I want to shoot you in the face, I'm like, dude, you're not on my level, son. You're like a shit tier version of what I've been through already. And you just ain't working right now. No, that stream did nothing good. You're right. Well, I take it back. Golden Bananator, it did do one good thing. And I'm going to sound probably a little callous here. It completely removed the credibility of my opponents. And that's really the whole point of any debates you have, is to make it so that whatever your opponent says is no longer viable. Now, usually you should be doing that by giving out genuine arguments and counter-arguments and taking apart their argument until the people realize, okay, this does not make sense one way or the other. I didn't do any of that this time. I just had to let Jacob talk.
It sounded like a third grader trying to throw down in the playground because, you know, you broke his transformer.
That wasn't even my favorite part, dude. My favorite part of that whole debacle
Was AP.
was when I held hands with AP and looked deeply into his eyes while we just Eiffel Towered him. And it was just, man, like, AP and I shared a wavelength at that moment. We were on the same mental level where we were thrusting in time into this squealing pig-like spurg. And just, I've never come harder than that. Never.
Well, I did have a segue going on beforehand, but that was ruined. So let's get on to this and
I'm gonna segue a little bit, especially towards what Jake.
This whole conversation's been a segue. Antoine's got an article pulled up.
I had it pulled up already.
He's got something pulled up. I interrupted him. Come on, we've already segued enough.
Fine, whatever.
Yeah, Tay, say your final piece. That just say it.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that the Catholic Church, you know, we confirmed they had the MGTOWs in the pocket.
Explain.
Well, I've got a little audio clip here that, you know, all the MGTOWs, you know, favorite MGTOW of all they like to go to, you know, Toad, Flea, and Monkey. We have an audio clip here that proves that he's in the pocket of the Catholic Church.
All right, prove it. I want to know. No, I'm interested now. I'm interested.
So this is Toad, Flea, and Monkey.
This is the deepest, reddest pill of all. To understand women and how to deal with them, you just have to think of them as giant, fuckable children with tits. That's it. Everything makes sense if you just keep in mind that they're giant, fuckable children with tits.
I think that says enough right there.
So you're telling me that the MGTOWs are, in fact, Catholic pedophiles?
That's what it sounds like.
That's exactly what it sounds like. My God.
You are, oh God, you just triggered Antoine, Tay. I'm honestly,
no,
I can hear him in the background screaming at the stupidity of that.
Matt, We didn't even know we were fighting the same battles, all of us. This is... So we're not just fighting the Catholics, we're also fighting the MGTOWs. Simultaneously. This is not a battle on multiple fronts. This is all one front, the same fight.
It appears to be so.
I was getting tired of fighting, so many wars and so many battles. It was draining me, but suddenly I feel like I can do this all over again.
Have you not been taking your codpiece?
I need to up the dosage, I think, is the problem. That's neither here nor there.
Do you have your frog balls?
You've got your article to read. Go for it.
Well, I was going to segue with that nice little talking about anime into video games and things like that, but unfortunately, we had more important things to talk about, but we can go back to this. It's really important, because I don't like censorship of any kind, and at any time. And I happened to be in Vlad's Discord when he was having a conversation with someone, and it was kind of about objectification. Well, unfortunately, that happened. Where is it? There it is.
Thorn. No, we said codpiece. We definitely said
it's codpiece. Yeah, he's not taking his codpiece, and it's COD piece, as how Kaduntress said it. Target is planning to pull Super Mario games from the shelves amid allegations they unfairly stereotype Italian Americans. Now, you're Sicilian, right, Zach?
I am, in fact, that, yes.
So I'm assuming there's some Italian in you.
Not according to the Italians, but yes.
Okay, so do you feel unfairly stereotyped by Mario? Or even his brother Luigi? Or his arch nemesis, Wario?
Only because people seem to think that I'm a friendly plumber.
Well, you do show a lot of butt crack.
Yeah, but I'm not a friendly plumber, though. I'm actually closer to Wario.
So let's as Philip DeFranco would say, let's jump into it. So, Minneapolis, Minnesota. As of March 1st, 2019, Target will no longer sell Super Mario Bros. Video games and related merchandise. A spokesperson for the Target Corporation announced on Thursday. The decision to pull the popular Nintendo series comes amid mounting calls for Congress to ban the sale of Super Mario Bros. Products on the grounds that the series is designed to unfairly stereotype Italian Americans. Frankly, I think Nintendo should apologize for contributing to anti-Italianism on a global scale, charged U.S. Senator Ted Cruz. Mr. Cruz, who is 12.5% Italian, which is still more Indian than Elizabeth Warren, told the Washington Times he finds it extremely hurtful to see his fellow countrymen depicted in such a negative light. At the urging of a handful of...
Wait.
What?
Not only is Mario one of the most beloved video game characters of all goddamn time, but he is nothing but helpful. He saved the world on how many occasions? Consistently rescues princesses and other people of importance?
Yeah, but it's not our world that he's saving.
It doesn't matter. How is it a negative light represented by Mario, of all people?
And he never gets laid.
Like, well, look, man, after Berlusconi, maybe they should think less about getting laid. No, like, I could see other video game characters you not want an representation of, all right? Like, I am certain that there are many corporate CEOs who looked at Handsome Jack and said, I'm offended. But, offended by the resemblance. But, I mean, just, there could be I can't see anything offensive about Mario.
Well, apparently, I mean,
negative representation.
Mr. Cruz thinks that it's Mr. Senator Ted Cruz thinks that this is, it's offensive because it stereotypes them as the hard-working class. They can't be anything more than that.
It sounds like Ted Cruz has got a pipe up his ass.
It's possible. I mean, it may get into it with going deeper into this article. But at the...
Also, why does Handsome Jack just not turn off the news stations?
You know, I don't know.
Because he owns those,
He does.
and he just could turn them off, and you would be dead.
That's
like
that's
part
a
of him
very
wants to
good
be
question. That is a very good question. I have no idea.
It's like part of him wants you to end him. It's like there's a secret place deep in his subconscious that wants to lose. I don't understand.
It's video game logic. That's all you have to know. It's video game logic.
It's like when my soldiers finally bring me the hero, and he's forced to kneel in front of my throne. I'm not going to sit there for 20 minutes talking about him and say, take away the dungeon for his, extraneous torture there. And then monologue over his corpse.
Well, I mean, Vlad brings up a point, going back to Mario. He says Mario is the perfect SJW because he's literally white knighting. Let's continue on, and we'll see if this explains anything more. Okay, I mean, I'm interested in seeing if it explains anything more. At the urging of a handful of prominent interest groups, including the Italian American Plumber Association, Senator Cruz introduced legislation this week that, if passed, could effectively ban the manufacture, sale, and purchase of all forms of Super Mario-related content and merchandise throughout the United States and its territories. Italian Americans have suffered this injustice for far too long, Mr. Cruz charged during an impassioned speech on the Senate floor. Now, I want you guys to know that means Smash Brothers is out too. Because Mario and Luigi and Waluigi and stuff like that are in Smash Brothers.
You know, if GameStop plays this up just right, they could make a lot of money off that.
True, because then those games would become rare games. And that's if they do this before, if this happens before they go out of business. Italians are, by far, the most persecuted group in video game history. Rupert Babbage, a leading video game historian at the University of Cambridge, told Real News Right Now, when you look at something like the Super Mario franchise, it's not hard to find evidence of covert racism, Babbage explained.
Oh, God. Covert racism is just a fucking... It's a pretty little way to say we had to reach really far to find something to bitch about.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's covert is hidden, right? It's you go on covert missions.
I mean, to find this level of racism, we had to go into extreme gay ops.
Kind of like Tonka.
Extreme gay ops.
What?
2019 season.
So what you're saying is that the senator is talking to Kraut?
Remember, kids, a subscription to Tonka is a season pass to gay ops.
That's true. And you don't get anything satisfying from it. It's EA DLC.
The worst kind of DLC.
Yep. Case in point, we have the mushroom, an integral part of Mario Universe, which also happens to be Italy's national fungi. Further, we have the Mushroom Kingdom, another obvious...
It's not like you have a whole lot of freaking choices for national funguses, okay? Mushroom, mold, lichen. I mean, like, what else do you have? I leveled up.
Another obvious discriminate. We're making Taylor's day because he gets to use these finally. Obvious.
Actually, I don't know how do Italians level up?
They add another link to their gold chain.
Like I know. Ooh, that's too easy because like I know. So black people level up by killing like black people, absorbing their blackness.
Yeah.
That's how they level up. And then Mexican people level up by getting married and having kids.
Yeah.
White people don't get to level up.
No,
we're already top tier by birth, so we don't get to level up at all. How do Sicilians level up? Like, what do I have? Like, is it number of pizzas eaten? Because that's the case. I am well on my way to top tier Sicilian.
No, I know how it's.
Mario doesn't level up; he just gets bigger or smaller depending on if he gets a mushroom or not.
If we're talking about the Mario RPGs, he definitely levels up.
Hold on, you're telling me either Mario gets the mushroom or he gets smaller?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know Mario was gay.
Yeah. I mean, he is very close with his brother.
I am suddenly not okay with Mario representing me, and I want him pulled off the shelves.
So you agree with... God damn it.
It's covert racism. That's worse.
Yeah.
Get rid of Mario. Ban him from Target. How
So-
dare he say that I'm a gay man who loves penis?
While the issue of racism is a central theme in the movement to ban Super Mario Bros. Franchise, experts say the series has inspired real-world violence on numerous occasions. At least 7 murders have been attributed to the game since the initial release in 1985, including an instance where an Ohio man used a bucket of flaming tennis balls to kill his neighbor. Explained Ronan O'Connor, a retired NYPD homicide detective and self-described anti-Mario advocate. Barring any sort of effective legislation, the number of Mario-inspired murders in this country could double by 2050, O'Connor warned. As to why Nintendo may have decided to single out Italians when it created Super Mario Bros. Remains a mystery. However, Rupert Babbage offered some professional insight into the matter. Being that Nintendo is a Japanese company, it's no secret they've harbored some resentment towards Italy since World War II. The video game historian explained, the reason being is that when Italy broke ties with the Axis of Power and declared war on Germany in 1943, that move inadvertently led to the nuclear bombing of Japan 2 years later. I mean, that's pretty powerful.
You can't make this stuff up.
Wait, so Mario bombed Hiroshima?
Well, I guess that's what they're saying is happening.
Was he the fat man?
No, it's before the mushroom. He was little boy.
Oh no.
So apparently, the Japs have some problems with the Italians.
Well, yeah, our food's better than theirs.
Oof. Well, I mean, that's...
Facts. Facts.
It's facts, yeah. But if we're going to go that route, the French is better than both, so...
Yeah, but offset by their smelly cheese and shit attitudes.
Well, that's true.
And also they're French. If you want to play this game with me, fine. You know what? I will go and pull up a list of French jokes, and I will just start telling them.
You have a list of French jokes on your computer. I know, because there were 2 weeks on CNN you did nothing but in the chat spam French jokes. And demanded that Brockus read them out.
And he had a great time. So how many French does it take to screw in a light bulb? Just
many?
one. He holds the bulb, and all of Europe revolves around him.
Oof.
How do you confuse a French soldier?
Do I want to know?
Give him a rifle and ask him to shoot. What's the motto of the French army? Stop, drop, and run.
Oh, I thought it was going to be hands up, don't shoot.
Why don't MasterCard and Visa work well in France?
Why?
No one knows how to charge.
Oh, God. They're just getting worse.
What do women snipers in the French military use for camouflage?
The men?
Their armpit hair.
Oh, come on. All right, enough.
What's the difference between a Frenchman and a bucket of crap? The bucket.
All right. Look, we're talking about stereotypes, right?
What do you call a Frenchman killed defending his country?
Zach.
What?
We're talking about stereotypes, right?
You need to answer this joke, though. It's good. What do you call a Frenchman who is killed defending his country?
Non-existent?
No. There's an actual term.
What?
I was hoping you knew. I mean, it's never happened, so.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I've never seen it happen, so I didn't think there was actually one. That's why I said non-existent.
What does Maginot Line mean in French?
What?
Speed bump ahead.
Oh, God.
Oh, the German military.
All right. We're talking about...
We'll tell more of these jokes later.
We're talking about immigrants and shit, right? So, Taylor sent me an article, and I think he's a little miffed about it.
Maybe just a little bit.
Just a little. So hold on just a second. Let me get it and pull it up, and and we'll get this one going.
So while we're waiting, what's the new French flag look like?
Oh, God.
It's a white cross on a white background.
All
Why
right.
did the post office have to recall its series of stamps depicting famous Frenchmen?
Because they couldn't find any?
Because it was too short.
People were confused which side to spit on.
Oh, God. All right. So, Taylor, you got the article pulled up?
Yes, I do.
All right. Are you ready for this? Are you ready, Zach? It's going to blow your mind. Everyone in chat, I want you to realize this is the most devastating article I think I've seen.
My Angus is peppered.
All right. ICE agents surprised to learn gang member not an illegal immigrant.
Nice.
I thought all of them were murderers and thieves. I really did. Like this is Trump's America. It got me to believe that they're nothing but rapists and thieves and murderers. But I mean, you're the one who found this, Tay-Tay. So let's go over it. Zach and I are waiting to hear your sultry voice.
I bet you are. So, Detroit, Michigan. Immigrations and Customs Enforcement officials say that they were surprised to learn a suspected gang member who was arrested during an immigration raid and subsequently deported to Honduras back in August is actually a third-generation Polish American.
Wow, that Pole tanned beautifully then if he was able to blend in with Mexican gang members. I mean, seriously.
This obviously comes as a huge shock to all of us here in the Detroit field office. ICE spokesperson Leon Benning told reporters during a press briefing on Thursday. Benning said that the Department of Homeland Security is working around the clock to locate Barrett Kowalski, I believe that's how it's pronounced, a resident of Lansing, Michigan, who was last seen on August 6th, where federal law enforcement officers handed him over to Honduran military police. The 29-year-old Kowalski, who ICE officials described as being very tan, was picked up during an immigration sweep in East Lansing after agents mistook a clown tattoo on his forearm for a MS-13 insignia.
That must have been a horrible tattoo if it was a clown.
Is very tan a legal term?
I think so. It's like Basketball American. It has been accepted into the lexicon.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. Like, that's on the form? Like, if you, like, type, white, Caucasian, African-American, tan, very tan?
Yeah.
Like, if it's
I had to file a police report yesterday because someone tried... I had a balding Spurg, 27-year-old balding Spurg come at me with a baseball bat. And I had
one of those that he said he was going to shoot me.
Yeah,
weird.
It is. Yeah, it's a legal term. Balding was on there too. It was really weird. I was like, wow, they're very inclusive in this. Like, they even have different lists of other kin.
Inclusivity is important.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there was even lists of other kin, and I think Apache attack helicopter was on there too.
That's the one I always fill out.
Yeah, we have to support, man.
Yeah. So, Brett identifies as a juggalo. Brett's younger brother, Peter, told CBS Detroit juggalos are members of a mostly non-violent clown gang, which has been a staple of Michigan's culture since the early 90s.
Wait, he was a juggalo?
Yep.
What is a juggalo?
I mean...
You need to go ask Trippy that.
No. I know what it is. I was an edgy teen myself. I had all of the Joker card albums. I never said I was a juggalo, though. That's pretty intense. Zach, were you a juggalo?
No. There was a time in my life when I appreciate Ice P's music. I still do like some of their songs, but
yeah.
I was never at all part of the scene. I had too much self-respect.
Well, I mean, there are some people who, like, you know, get married in ICP makeup. So, I mean, that's...
And recently, ICP has been cut directly to the fur community, so I'm not so sure how people feel about that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, when you have fans like Kiro going around, that's kind of a bad thing.
Well, not only that, but I mean, he did kind of dress up in a fursuit with his daughter and talk about snaking people.
Ew.
It was a little weird. I don't know. Watch the video sometime. It's there. It's on YouTube.
No, I don't want to watch it.
You know what? We're gonna watch that now.
No, we have calls to take after this. We promised.
I'm not
calls.
saying today. I'm just gonna make you watch it at some point.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as it's not today. I have dealt with a lot this week, and I don't need to deal with more, okay?
I get money from one angry orc to make sure you cringe once a week.
No.
And this sounds like the perfect goddamn video.
Wait, is he paying you the same amount as paying me?
The dead silence is agreement, Sparky. That's continue on. Just go on. Continue on with the article. We don't need to talk about this anymore.
So Peter Kowalski said his brother almost always leaves the house wearing black and white clown makeup, a clear indication of his affiliation with the Juggalos. However, Peter believes his brother wasn't wearing clown makeup on the day he was forcibly detained by ICE. I truly believe Brett would be here right now if he had been wearing that god-awful face paint, he told CBS Detroit as he wiped tears from his eyes. I truly believe it. God, you just gotta feel for him right there.
Yeah, he just saw his brother get taken away. Of course he's going to be upset.
It brings back up memories of Fullmetal Alchemist for me. I don't know why.
Because he is a
I don't
juggalo.
think juggalos do well in Mexico.
Yeah, they don't, especially Honduras. But yeah, the reason it's their only source of welfare revenue. He's now been deported, so they're not going to get anything. I mean, come on. If you have someone who is a juggalo, let's all understand that they accept as much government money as basketball Americans.
Can we segue for a brief moment and talk about how incredibly hot thick Asian chicks are? It's on Twitter. I'm looking at one right now. That's all. But you know what, Antoine, I will retweet this and tag you in it, so you can. So that way, Maddie, and you know, I'll throw Tay in there too. I want you guys to understand what's going on. So you can just take a look at just the first picture alone, and you'll understand why I just said what I said. There you go. It's all you. It's all you guys. It's all you.
I appreciate that, I guess.
Yep, you should appreciate it. I did it for you. God damn it. The things I do and I'm not appreciated around here. Disgusting.
That is not bad.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty
I
good.
do not dare share this on stream, but that's not bad.
Oh no, share it on stream.
Nope.
It's not improper. She's clothed.
I am not sharing this on stream.
What's this?
So, all right.
You can do it on your streams.
Let's just get this
I
over
probably
with.
will.
Authorities say it didn't help that Brett Kowalski suffers from a speech impediment. God,
Is this God damn it, Sparky? Tay, is this why you wanted to do the article? Because you wanted us to have sympathy for this?
I want to bring self-awareness to the people who have speech impediments. I mean, it's an awful, awful trait that people are cursed with. So there was some confusion as to what language he was speaking. An ICE official with first-hand knowledge of the case told Real News Right Now. The official who spoke on conditions of anatomy because they were not authorized to speak to the press added that ICE was unaware of Kowalski's condition at the time of his arrest and subsequent deportation to Honduras. Poor man. Everyone put F in chat for Kowalski.
Yeah, put an F in the chat for the Juggalos. It's fine. They have been beaten up enough, and now they're getting deported. That's truly sad. But now is the time.
Hold up. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is sad about Juggalos being deported. There's not a single person. They might put an F in the chat, but no one is actually sad about Juggalos being deported. That's like, oh God, we're sad about cows being eaten in places where they eat cows. No one's sad about that. If juggalos get deported, the only sorrow you might feel is for wherever they get deported to. So let's put an F in the chat for Honduras, because apparently they're getting the juggalos right now.
All right. Sorry. Now is that time where we will be taking call-ins. So, if you would like to talk to me, Zach, or Tay-Tay, ask us a question, ask us advice, comment on anything you've seen on today's show, go ahead and hit me up in Twitter DMs, or hit me up in Discord DMs, and I'll gladly open the phone lines for you. But remember that we understand you have your own opinions. We just know they're wrong. We just want to teach you the right way to think. So, anybody want to call in? We do have... Wow, we have someone calling already. They're very insistent. They are blowing up my DMs. So, hold on just a second, guys.
I wonder who it is.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say. I don't want to mess with their anonymity.
Oh, they're being anonymous?
Sort of.
Oh, okay.
They can't be anonymous in the DMs. I'm just not going to blatantly, throw it out there who it is.
Oh, okay.
It would be rude.
But they're gonna show up on the stream.
Yeah.
So we're gonna know who they are.
Yeah.
Then there's no anonymity.
Yeah. I'm
just spouting random shit out of your ass?
No. I'm letting them come on. They've asked me to not say who it is until they get on.
I bet it's Vlad. The obvious, it's not me, just scream Vlad.
I bet it's Sparky's mom.
That, you know what? I would love to get Sparky's mom on here.
Yeah, you would.
Oh, well, come on. Like, this was a no-brainer.
Thank you for calling Caffeinated or Die. You're talking with Matt, Zach, and Tay-Tay. What can we do for you?
It's Taylor, goddammit.
Tay-Tay.
Morning, y'all.
Fuck you.
Oh! Giddy!
How's it going, fellas?
How's it going, Giddy? It's been a while. About 3 weeks.
It has. And, y'all said you're going to do me a little favor and find Antoine for me. I really, really need to talk to him. Because my daddy's on the warpath. And, frankly, I really need to talk to him. Y'all found him yet?
Unfortunately, we have not found Antoine. Are you sure it's Antoine you slept with?
Well, let's say he was pitch black, had glowing red eyes, a big old smile full of sharp teeth, and a thing for tentacles, so yeah.
So what you're saying is...
Hold on, pitch black, glowing red eyes. Does that mean Antoine is the most leveled up basketball American?
Well, I was going to say, it sounds like she actually ran into the people that Jussie Smollett paid off.
I'm just saying, he sounds like the most leveled up of all black basketball Americans.
Well,
like, he's the king basketball American. Did the other ones have to go fight you as the final boss?
Well, no. Not unless you call breaking a bed fighting. He had a very nice British accent, so I really do think it's Antoine, and y'all promised to put me in touch with him.
Well,
Time's moving, fellas. I need to talk to him.
Giddy.
I think I could get him out here for you.
I'd appreciate that.
I think I could. All I have to do is just convincingly enough say a few things. So guys, I've actually been doing a lot of thinking lately, and TFM might have a point.
TFM has a point.
I think he might have a point. I think maybe I should go my own way.
We've already established that they work with the Catholic Church. We do not support boy fuckery on this show.
maybe I should just go my own. I mean, like, it's not like, 'cause you don't really have any problem with the MGTOW movement. Neither does Taylor. I mean, only Antoine has a problem with it, and he's not here to tell me I'm wrong. So
Well, I have a problem now because they're connected with the Catholic Church.
maybe we were wrong. Maybe it was just TFM. Maybe that was it. Maybe this MGTOW thing. Maybe being a MGTOW monk is the right path for all of us. Maybe women really are just controlling you with magical badges and stuff.
Look,
I mean,
Miss Kitty,
it's starting to make
don't listen to Zach.
mean,
The
it's
best
starting
thing,
to
I was about to ask, is he drinking?
I think Antoine's wrong.
the best thing I can do is you
I
need to
think Antoine's
contact.
absolutely full of shit. I think he's just jealous.
You need to contact.
I think he's just been jealous of Sandman.
I think he's stuck in the gynocentric universe. I think he's been corrupted by these gynocentric women who want nothing more than a parasite off of him. I think that's what's going on right now.
So, Miss Kitty, the
Yeah.
best thing I can suggest is it sounds like you're dealing with someone who knows Jussie Smollett.
I really wish
you need
that
to
Antoine was
contact.
here right now to tell me I was wrong. But
You
he
need
can't,
to.
so
You need to contact his agent and his lawyer because he's about to be thrown in jail. So you need to do this. You need to do this soon. But contact Jussie Smollett and ask where he got his partner. Ask for his partner's numbers. They sound exactly like the person that you're looking for.
Well,
I wish I could talk
somehow
like this.
I'm not believing you. Call it a little bit of skepticism. If y'all
I just wish that I could have to talk with somebody about this whole MGTOW thing that knew what they were talking about. And I'm a little upset now. I had expectations and hopes, and those have been dashed. And I think it's because we're just this is a gynocentric show, isn't it? Like
if it was that gynocentric, y'all have Antoine on here to answer for his part in the festivities.
I don't know. I think we're just I think we're doing this the wrong way, guys.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Kitty. I will definitely see if I can get. I will see if I can get in contact with him. I will also. I still suggest you talk to Jussie Smollett.
I know one way to get him on. I mean, apparently he heard the clip I played earlier. So maybe if we just
Sparky,
play that.
do
clip
not
again,
play the clip.
He might just come out.
Sparky, I'm being serious. Do not play the clip. I'm getting sick and tired of it.
He's got a point, though. I mean, if it draws out this demon from the web, then maybe we should.
I am being serious, out of character,
answer
out of
for his
persona,
gynocentric
I am getting tired of hearing the clip.
Well, it's just Time Fleeing Monkey.
I don't give much of a shit about turd flinging monking. I want to find Antoine. He's got child support he's gonna have to discuss with me.
Well, Antoine likes to hide. Whenever responsibility shows its ugly face, Antoine hides his black face. That's just part and parcel for him.
Ain't that the way of it?
I've never once
Look.
seen Antoine step up to any sort of responsibility whatsoever.
Look, fellas. I'm a busy woman, and
And a pregnant one too.
Yeah, I'm a little in need of talking to him. Y'all are the only line I got to him. So come on, be gentlemen. Help me out.
Oh God, she's barking up the wrong tree now.
I will, like I said, I will definitely try and get a hold of him for you.
Alrighty.
She done said it right. She says, Nigtwans be Nigtwanin.
Well, he's still got responsibilities.
And he will know better
Daddy's
than
got a
heartbeat.
shotgun, so...
Daddy's got a gun.
Oh, yeah. So I'll talk to you fellas later.
All right. Thank you for calling, Miss Kitty.
Now, don't forget about me.
I promise I will not forget about you.
He
Good.
promises he's already forgotten all about you.
Otherwise, Daddy might be visiting y'all with his shotgun. Bye.
Have a good one.
I really thought I was going to draw Antoine out.
Who was that
I
again?
thought Giddy?
Name doesn't. Yeah.
Smitty?
Was it Smithy?
Smitty.
We'll get to it.
She called in 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, something about, I don't know, being angry because she had to clap.
I think it's pregnant. I don't know. I have like the memory of a goldfish, so it's whoever. All right, so we did have another caller, but apparently they have to step out. They are moving, so things came up. If you have anybody else want to call in, just hit me up in DMs, and we will bring you on. Twitter, Discord, whatever it is. I'm hoping Antoine doesn't have someone else that he has messed around with, but you know, it's a thing. So,
well, I have heard he has been messing around with Lena Dunham lately.
I also heard that. In fact,
look, do you hear the knocking on the broadcast booth?
No.
No, I mean, apparently he's not here, so, I mean...
Yeah. I mean, unless he wants to show back up.
I mean... If it's one person he can't stand aside from Sandman and Turd-Flinging Monkey, you're saying that he slept with Lena Dunham?
Several times, from what we heard.
Several
times. He goes on about her constantly. He always just keeps talking about her. I mean...
Apparently she's got tentacle bruises, too. Like, you don't just get those randomly.
Look, he's going to break down the door.
That's fine, let him in. He can explain himself.
We have a caller. Hold on. I will send them. Look, he looks mad. I'm not going to bring him in when he's that mad.
Come on, bring him in. He's like you know, it's Pooptron. We're used to him.
Yeah, like 3 little knocks. What are you, a police officer? Get out.
Is that supposed to be intimidating? I mean, come on.
Do you want me to let him in?
Yeah.
Go ahead, let him in.
Damn it. All right, hold on. I would never have sex with that fucking woman. If it is a woman. What the fuck is wrong with the both of you?
I heard some stuff, man.
I heard some what? The shit that you're spreading around?
We heard that you were hitting that like it was a sack of cottage cheese and you were starving.
No! No! That's not what happened. I've been forced to read her goddamn memoirs. I can't get it out of my brain. And now you're saying that I'm having sex with that vapid cunt?
I thought you would have a little more standard than that. At least go for Brie Larson.
Hey, I think Giddy's back.
No. No.
Giddy, this is Antoine.
Howdy, Antoine. Long time no see, sugar.
Who's that?
Don't try to pull that one.
Look, darling, I have fun with many beautiful women. You are just a long line of notches on my bedpost. So who are you?
Well, 6 foot tall, curvy. You were in town for a couple of nights. While back, about a couple months at this point. We were at the bar. You came up, started hitting on me.
Look, your name, your face is not ringing a bell.
Well, you know what will be ringing a bell, sugar? Your little one in about 8 months. Sorry, 7 months at this point.
What little one?
Aw, a little bundle of joy. The stork's gonna be paying a visit.
Antoine's gonna be a daddy.
I'm sorry. What was your name? Giddy?
Don't worry, sugar. Daddy and the lawyers will be finding you soon.
Well,
you have a good one, honey. Bye.
What did you do, Antoine?
He knocked up the wrong woman.
The problem with that is I don't produce bodily fluids, so she got knocked up from someone else.
I think you might be incorrect on that.
No, I think I would know. Look, I want to clear the air here, then you can talk to whoever the fuck else is in this call. I don't produce bodily fluids. I don't sleep with Lena Dunham. Ugh.
You tapped that like it's going out of style.
No, I did not. And both of you need to stop spreading rumors.
So what you're telling me is that you and your robot didn't tag team that chick Eiffel Tower style, watching the waves spread through her burlap sacks of cottage cheese that she calls an ass?
Oh god, that's disgusting. I'm leaving
You're telling
now.
me you didn't do that?
I'm
something
leaving.
you not just participated in, but loved every second of? You're telling me you don't fantasize about that on the weekend? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes, that's what exactly is what I'm telling you. I don't fantasize
Well, you're a
about
liar, and we know you're a liar. We can smell the lies on you, just so we can smell the cottage cheese still clinging to your schlong.
that. You are a sad, sick, disturbed little man.
You're the one who's boning Lena Dunham.
I am...
If I want to rock up my own sister.
I don't know
Did you know
how
that
Matt... I have no idea how Matt puts up with
Did you
either
know
of
that
you.
mathematically you've had sex with her sister and her father now, too?
Guys,
You sick fuck.
he left.
I don't care.
Oh, no, wait. Get Antoine back here. He still owes me $1.50 left of purring.
Look, he left.
Go and get his ass back here.
Wait, did we make Antoine rage quit?
Yep.
Fist bump, Zach.
Nice.
So, thank you for calling Caffeinated Die, the morning brew with Matt, Zach, and Tay-Tay. What can we do for you, caller?
I was looking for a fight, but it seems I already got it.
You want to fight, honey?
Wait, you didn't get enough yesterday?
I don't want to fight, but I want to have a reason to enjoy some more popcorn.
I mean, fighting's just foreplay as far as I'm concerned.
So as Rogue has put it delicately, wrestle.
Honey, if you want to wrestle, you just got to let me know.
So now Auntie is hitting on me. I like this.
Well, I figured turnabout's fair play. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, don't you think?
Oh, I don't disagree with you. It's but I don't like this new roundabout with you. So.
Oh, she's off her guard. She's off balance, off kilter now. Look at her backpedaling. That's fine. You do what you got to do. I'll be here. Don't worry about it. So what questions did you have there, sweetheart?
I was gonna ask to get Antoine's ass back over here because I said he owes me $1.50 more per.
Unfortunately, Antoine only shows up when he wants to show up. It's pretty depressing on that count. But if you show up to Army of Snarkness or MSNBC, you should be able to get that.
That sounds reasonable. I mean,
he's a regular on those particular shows.
He is. He cannot run away. He is contractually obligated to be on those shows.
Oh, so then since Antoine can't fulfill on his obligation, though, good luck with his with Kitty's lawyers and whatnot.
Kitty is going to string him up like some sort of small animal she's gutting.
Actually, I think she's from the South, so there may be white hoods and a rope involved.
Probably. I mean, you are black.
So then let's make it simple. What do you guys think of the whole Jussie Smollett thing?
Well, I think anybody who calls himself the gay Tupac and then wakes up the next morning and sucks a dick probably isn't Tupac.
I was going to say, it's probably the funniest thing I've ever seen, and it is something that needed to happen for the fact that we now have... This is the second big oops from the media that we've had, so hopefully the memory of everyone isn't that short, since it happened in rapid succession. I think I honestly think he's going to see jail time? No. I think he's going to get off with time served because he is gay and basketball American, and he's going to play both of those cards. He's already played the I've been in a bad headspace because I have a drug addiction. Then there was also, they're going to kick me off of Empire, so I have to get, relevant. So it's just...
I'm sorry. It really should not be that the more money you make and the more famous you are, the less punishment that you get.
But it's not that. It's the race card and the LGBT card that he's going to pull. It's not the money, because he's actually pretty fucking poor. Comparatively to actors, he's a not even a D-list actor. He is a
all right, then I end my statement.
Actor.
How much money, how popular, and if you have a different skin color or sexuality.
No, I agree with that. I think they should throw the book at him. I just think that the way things are right now, he's not going to see any jail time whatsoever.
Yeah, because what's the deterrent from anybody else doing the same exact thing?
Ben, I agree with you. I really do. There's no deterrent right now. It's why there are false rape accusations. It's why these fake hoaxes, these hoaxes, because fake hoaxes, stupid. These hoaxes are prevalent.
I think the tide is...
Is a fake hoax the real thing?
It's a fake... Yes, a fake hoax is a real thing.
Got it. Okay.
I know, it sounds like an oxymoron, but that's not... An oxymoron. God damn it.
That's what you get when you have Mormons who sell drugs.
This is what you get when you're not caffeinated enough to call into the Caffeinated or Die show. So we'll have to die soon.
I'm never caffeinated.
But yeah, unfortunately...
That just means you're already dead.
Yeah,
you're undead.
It helps.
Unfortunately, that does mean that he's going to walk because of the way that it's public, the way that it looks in public. And it's gonna have to be some Joe Schmo that gets caught in a big scandal, not some little blurb.
They found it anyway, so no loss, What was that? My umbrella.
It's gonna have to be some blurb. It's gonna have to be something big, not some blurb that's forgotten really quickly.
Either the media will continue to fuck up, and then we'll have more examples of hate crimes that we can point to. See reported hate crime hoaxes in 2019 actually outpace actual real hate crimes.
No, I know, and that's the sad thing.
It is absolutely the same.
It's just the fact that the hate crimes are happening to non-attention getting citizens, I guess you could say. And the big ones, like everyone remembers the poop swastika, it's so ridiculous that it catches headline news. The real hate crimes are, these 4 black dudes beat a white dude out in the back of a Denny's. Well, that's not attention grabbing.
No.
So unfortunately, until it's more attention grabbing, until someone fucks up who is not someone famous, who does not have connections to be able to get interviews out and shit like that on major news networks.
Well, they already did that. The Covington kids, and now they're gonna get
Oh yeah.
These news organizations get sued to hide hell. It's just that the Covington happened before the Jussie Smollett thing.
Yeah. But we're waiting to see if something happens with that, and that's just defamation. That's not actual jail time.
Well, and it's right now it's only defamation against one news organization, and then I'm sure pending any settlement or any judgment that comes from that, then they're going to go after everybody else, basically now using that as precedent, saying, look, they fucked up. No one else is exempt from this. And I hate to say it, I think that that Nick Sandman is going to be basically set for life because he can't do anything. He can't apply for college. He's too hot right now. He can't apply for a job. He's too hot right now. And nobody's going to want to touch him. It's got to be like at least 7 to 10 years before he's going to be able to do anything.
Yeah. It's just what I feel. I think, it's going to be bad. But...
Yeah, it's going to be bad. Hopefully this is the sign of the changing of the times. It might be a very slow process, but I think people are starting to wake up to the insanity. The question is whether it's fast enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you for calling, Penn.
Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. Sorry you didn't get the fight that you were looking for.
Auntie, we're gonna have to have a little chat later.
Whenever you like there, hon.
Cool. It's a date. Yay. Good day.
All right. Have a good day. So we do have another caller. I'm going to send him the phone line right now.
Sweet.
And I do believe...
good callers in here.
I do believe this is someone who has a question for you, Tay-Tay.
For me?
Yes.
Oh, I know who this is.
I don't know.
Grim Brooding?
I have no idea. I'm opening the line. So, the lines are open. if you want to call in after this caller, just hit me up in DMs, and we'll get it. We'll get it going. So, while we're waiting,
So exciting.
thank you for calling Caffeinated or Die with Zach, Matt, and Tay. What can I do for you, caller?
Good evening. Good evening.
And who? Oh, it is Grim Brooding. All right, how's it going, Grim?
Hey, Sparky. I had some questions for you.
Okay, what are these questions?
Well, I was just wondering, how do you start your days? Like, do you get up, you get dressed, do you sleep naked?
Yeah, these are awfully personal questions. Why do you want to know?
I think he wants to know to make sure he's getting the right footage.
Note to self: look for hidden cameras in the house. Gotcha.
So, are you gonna? He's asking an honest question there, Tay. Are you gonna answer?
I'm gonna say that's personal.
Well, if it's too personal to talk about, maybe you could just show me what you put on in the morning.
Excuse me.
Well, you don't have to show you wearing it. But I mean, I just want to see your panties.
Did we get Master Roshi in here or something? I mean, come on.
Taylor, I think you have a fan.
I think I've got a stalker.
Well, look, you need to. I think Grim, are you asking for sexy Sparky voice? Is that what you're asking for?
Sure,
have you
that
heard?
works too.
Have you heard sexy Sparky voice?
Not in a long time. Not in a long time.
All right.
Wow.
Well, I think we need sexy Sparky voice to appease your fan.
Well, how about if I do this? I'll direct any questions to Kaduntress, because I know she'll be more than glad to tell you everything you need to know.
But if I ask to see her panties, she'll probably just smack me, and then show me her panties.
I mean, he's not wrong. if you give Kaduntress any type of hard liquor, Kaduntress will beat the living shit out of you and probably leave someone's panties on your face.
There you go. Yes.
May not be hers, but it'll be
Right.
somebody's.
I was thinking about the whole Mario thing. I think I might be an Italian. Because I get big too when I have a mushroom inside me. I mean, I just wanted to throw that out there. You know. What do you think?
Well, I think.
I might best get done off.
Well, okay, so Grim, I do think that if you get in contact with me privately, I will definitely get you the camera positions you need to get what you want. All right?
Excellent. I'm glad we could work something out here today.
Wait, Matt.
What?
Back up.
What?
Back up. What do you mean by that?
I mean by what?
What do you mean by that?
Sorry,
is
Grim.
there something you need to tell me?
Sorry, Grim. You're breaking up. We got to say goodbye. See, he's getting there. Oh, we lost the call. That's so sad. We lost the call. It's miserable. Just absolutely miserable. Miserable.
Well, I'll answer Kadun because I thought he was talking about Sparky. You know, well, Sparkles and how he's one of the girls with Kadun. I figured that. No, she would be more in tune to answer those questions for Grill.
Well, we do have another caller. We're just waiting for them to pop on. So I didn't know that you had that much. I didn't know you had a more serious fan base than Zach or Antoine. That's like you had a stalker call in.
Me too.
Hashtag me too, or just regular me too.
Hashtag me too on that one.
Thank you for calling Caffeinated or Die with Matt, Zach, and Tay, the Morning Brew. What can we do for you, caller?
What the fuck
Oh,
are
I think
you
we
trying to do, you motherfucking tater twat?
Oof, I think we have another one of Taylor's fans showing up. There's a lot of Tay-Tay hate today. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you guys doing? You guys doing good? Yeah, you guys doing fine? What the fuck?
Well, like I said, I thought he was talking about Sparky. You know, since you say Sparkles is one of the girls, I figured you might be able to tune in and answer those questions a little bit more better than I could.
No! Sparkles is part of you, motherfucker. Part of you. I am not your fucking keeper. You little fucking tater twat. And that is your new fucking name now, you fucking douche. That is your new name. Hashtag tater twat. Feel free to share that out. But you can answer your own goddamn questions. And Sparky, aka Sparkles, can go ahead and answer his or her own damn fucking questions.
Kaduntress, look, I know I've seen you hanging around. Antoine likes keeping you around for some reason after even destroying everything.
Because I can destroy everything.
So are you saying that you disavow Sparktopus? And
disavow Sparktopus?
Yeah, or are you saying that you're actually part of, like, he's directing questions to you? Does that mean you're his assistant? Does he pay you? Like, does he pay you in booze? Like, I don't know how Antoine keeps you around, so, like, I don't know how that works.
He lets me destroy things. Sparkles, Sparktopus, Sparky, Sparkalopalopatus, whatever we want to fucking call him. I'm too sober for this shit. Way too sober for this shit. But no, Sparky can go ahead and fuck right off and learn to answer his own goddamn questions and stop trying to drag me in to answer them for him, because otherwise Kadun's gonna have not just words. No. Oh no. Words would be far too kind of a medium. First Kadun's gonna have some words though. She's gonna have some nice, sweet, gentle, kind words. Hey Sparky. Hey Sparkles, how you doing? You doing good? Thanks so much. And then fuck! I'm gonna fucking plow you right in the fucking dick with my boot. You'll grow a vagina after I'm done with you. Steel toe.
Well, you have to go with the steel toe. Steel toe is important.
Oh yes, of course. But I'll make sure to get you real nice and close and be nice and sweet to you first and foremost, and then I'm going to end you. Mostly just end any and all ability that you have to procreate, because
oof.
The way it sounds like Antoine needs that more than I do at the current moment.
What has Antoine done? This isn't about. Don't bring Antoine into this. This is your shit. You need to deal with.
Antoine brings himself into apparently a very nice Southern girl who's got a shotgun happy papa, and what's it? She said in about 7 months or something.
8
like
months.
that. Well, either way, Antoine's making little Antoine lings. Oh God! Somebody go and get it.
There's a
This
scene.
is why I'm pro-choice. I'm just saying, no.
Ray Stone brings up a little scene that's probably going to happen when you get a hold of Sparky. It says, Sparky, why does she keep kicking me in the dick? Kadunt, because you still have a dick. Is that sound about right? It sounds.
No. I'd only kick him in the dick the first time.
Oh, just the
if
first
it
time.
still works. If it still works, and we've all seen what I can do to doors. If it still works, then I just go get myself a nice little manicure, and then I grab him by the dick, and then I dig my nails in. And then I pull. And then I'm be satisfied once I have it waving around like that scene in Game of Thrones.
All right.
And then I shove your own dick down your throat.
All right.
That's just foreplay.
Well, thank you.
What did I get myself into?
I don't know.
You're the one who called my name. Later, bitches.
Have a good day, Kaduntress.
Wow.
Oof.
I thought the deal with Jacob Nava was brutal. Damn.
You need to go talk to Sparky and get him to apologize to Kaduntress.
I don't think I'm gonna say anything to Sparky. I think I'm gonna let him be surprised.
Oof.
This will be entertaining to watch.
It's miserable. Just miserable. Oh, we do have one more caller. So we're gonna be dealing with the aftermath of that. Yeah. It appears Zach has sequestered himself off in that private booth of his that has blacked out windows, and there are strange noises coming from it. So I'm assuming he has his weekly hooker in there.
Assuming.
Yeah, we're assuming he's supposed to do it before the show. The fact that he's doing it during the show, I've had to have him muted. So, yeah, that's a oof.
God.
Is it just me, or is like her anger like palpable?
Her
like,
anger
you can almost
is
taste
over 9,000 right now.
Oh, don't meme on that.
I'm not memeing on it. I'm being legitimately serious on that one.
And if you're gonna do the meme, at least have the sound clip for the meme. I mean, I've never heard of abridged, so I don't know what she's talking about half the time, but...
It's over 9,000!
There you go. So, yeah, that's... Whew.
Zero Goat, who gave Kadun a minigun, a rocket launcher, and a flamethrower? Apparently I did.
Yeah. Yeah,
and apparently Sparky is going to have a rude awakening one day.
All you had to do was answer the question.
Yeah, I didn't know how to answer it.
What kind of underwear you wear? That's all he was asking.
Yeah, but was he talking about me or was he talking about Sparky? Because that's two different people.
I don't know. All right, thank you for calling Caffeinated Today with Zach, Matt, and Tay-Tay. The Morning Brew. What can we do for you, caller?
Was wondering exactly why everyone was so quick to drop off the anime earlier.
Oh,
I have no idea.
Well, because we wanted to get to the very important article about Mario being pulled off of shelves. And I was trying to do a segue, and I don't know if you've noticed, Draconeth, if we let Zach and Tay-Tay ramble, they will ramble constantly. So, I had to rein them in a little bit and get them back on track.
But it looks like you're about to have an awesome throwdown of anime argument.
Yes, because that is successful for every episode that has ever happened. Look, I don't care about who could beat who, Goku and fucking Super Daddy. It doesn't bother me. I don't care. Brockus used to do this shit to me. He's like, did you watch the latest so-and-so? No, why? I don't care. Because it proves that Goku could beat Superman, and then he'd come back 2 weeks later. Did you see the new argument? And now it's Superman could beat Goku, no problem. I don't care. They're both Boy Scouts that just get random powers and all they are things to advance the plot. Goku has died more than anyone in that fucking show.
I just enjoy watching people argue about that stuff, though.
I mean, if you really
there's
want
a fan that wants to hear that, so I think we should incorporate that more into the show.
Why?
Well, because we have fans that like it. I mean, we have one right here calling to us about it.
God. Fucking weebs. God damn it.
Hey, I'm not a weeb. Just like anime, comics, and other things.
I will think about it. I'm not going to promise anything, but I will think about it. if Zach and Tay want to have a fucking anime throwdown thing once or twice a month, sure, why not? So, other than that,
Grimm's got a good point.
Antoine's not a weeb though.
But he does like tentacle porn.
You can't show that on YouTube.
But you can talk about it. He really could talk about it.
You could. I mean, you could totally get into the deep discussion of what makes a good hentai with tentacles.
And that'd be a deep discussion right there.
Well, depending on how deep, it usually goes in one hole and comes out the other.
Fair enough.
So, anything else we can do for you, Grim? Or not Grim? Sorry, Dragoness.
Oh,
wrong wrong caller.
Fail.
I told you. I told
How about
you.
Just shorten it like everyone else does and just call me Draco.
All right, Draco works. I told you. I have a memory of a goldfish. Come on now.
Yeah, I work with a goldfish. Well, no wait, clownfish. You know what? I don't know.
That must be interesting.
But
it's the only pivot we got to walk off with Antoine. So I mean, let's run with it.
All right. So, anything else you got for us, Draco?
No, not really. That's it.
Well, thank you for calling, sir.
Not at all.
Have a good day.
You too.
Well, it is about that time, ladies and gentlemen. You got any final words there, Tay? I mean, you may
don't piss Kadun off. Don't do what I just did.
You may end up.
I think Sparky's gonna end up being disassembled.
Possibly.
And he's gonna have a hard time putting himself back together.
Possibly. And he may end up, instead of pink and purple, black and blue.
Yes.
So, all right. Well, that's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Caffeinated or Die with Zach, Matt, and Tay. We will be doing this again next week. As always, if you want to call in, go ahead and hit me up in DMs anytime this show is going, and we will definitely bring you on when we have time. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, everyone, have a good night.
See ya.